morning, everybody. The 9/27/2025. This is the M2 software training. It is at 11 a.m. I'm going to get started with the FAQ section, and I'm going to show everybody how to get to the FAQ section through their software. So if you come to your software, I'm logging into mine. Oops. If you come to your software, come to this little person on the top, click over here, and go to the FAQ section. If you want to follow along, it'll pop it up. If you don't want to follow along, you want me to read it to you, let's get rocking and rolling. I am going to pull my chat up, so just bear with me a second. Let me get my chat up, and we're going to get rocking and rolling. Cool. All right. Metro 2 software. Let's go. So I'm only going to read 6 pages of this. I feel the first 6 pages are relevant. The rest I usually answer in the software. So, do my letters need to be printed in color? It's up to you. You don't have to. It's up to you. Do you need to staple? No. Do I need to mail my letters all together? No, they have to be individually mailed as it pops out in the zip file. What happens is that some people mail them all together and the whole letter gets stalled. So we'll go from there. Do I need to mail my letter certified? It is suggested, but it is also what is good for your pocket. If you cannot mail certified, I would suggest just mail it standard, but certified means that you get a tracking number, and when you get that tracking number, you have something to go off if the bureau receives it or not. It is your choice, but I do suggest it. That's coming from the printer, not from the software side. What credit monitoring services can we use? My free score now, Identity IQ, Smart Credit, and My Score IQ. FYI, you only should be using one. The one that you should be using is My Free Score now because it has the Epic Pro report, which unlocks the most aggressive attack in the system. So technically, you may have 4 options, but there is a best option. The best option is My Free Score now. When will I see results? Try not to judge after your fourth round has been mailed. Um, Simple. How often are trainings? Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. and then Saturdays at 11 a.m. I handle the 11 a.m. training. And I handle Wednesdays 8 p.m. training, just to let everybody know. Mr. Bor or Coach D, which I have on the sheet, handles handles Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. She handles those classes. How will I get the link for the training? Either your community, because I know you does it have an affiliate? Yes, they all do. I'll tell you how to get that in a minute. Um, so how do I get the link for training? Go to the Facebook group, go to your community, it'll come from there. I post the question in the group, but it did not give allow 24 hours. I'll show you how to get into the Facebook group. You're not private message admins. I know a lot of people have been private messaging me. Don't message me. I don't handle my Facebook. My Facebook is not for me. Ray, the guy that's right there below me, he works for me. He handles my Facebook. I don't answer my Facebook, and he's not going to come with me to me and tell me, "Hey, can you answer this client?" So at the end of the day, don't message me. I'm not going to answer. Get it in the group, and then somebody from my team will actually answer you in the group itself. How can I purchase more individual attacks? It's in the software. I'll show you how to do it. It's actually really easy. How can I upgrade or downgrade my subscription? You have to cancel first, then select your new subscription. Um, how can I locate my letters that have been generated in the send rounds of attack tab? It'll be there. How do I pay for the software to mail my letters? Great. My team is different, so I'm not going to read what it says over here. My team will invoice you in a matter of 10 my team will text you in a matter of 10 minutes of you submitting your letters. I already put the phone number for the team inside of the chat. Make sure you save that phone number if you will be printing with us and want us to do your letters for you. When you have that phone number, Ray just put it in the chat again for you. When you have that phone number, when you get that chat will the text will let you know what's going on. It'll say, hey, this, hey, that, whatever. We got your letters. blah 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 blah. If you don't get a message from us and you chose us within 10 minutes, something is wrong. Message the team. They'll work with you to get somebody to help you figure out what had happened immediately. Okay. That's I literally stand by that. Other teams, I know some teams don't work on the weekends. I know they don't have the same build out that we have. So I want everybody to understand that we're there's three different companies. We are one company. I'll show you who we are. How many attacks do I use each round? One attack. So one GA, one token, one attack, whatever you want to call it. One attack will be used per round per file. It will attack all negative items on the account. What is an individual attack? These are the letters that are created to attack the problematic accounts reported on your credit report. I'm going to go over the IDs and everything over here. You're going to need that. I'm going to do it when we get to that part of the software. But just take a look at the IDs over here, guys. This is what they should look like. They're nice and clean and clear. You can read them. There is a there is a reason for this. One of the type of stall letters that they do send you is a not clear ID. So we got to go over here and make sure that we have that. For anybody that's new that has come in, please do me a favor, fill out the attendance sheet. We're taking attendance as we go forward and go from there. How often do I send out rounds of attacks? A round of attack can be mailed out every 15 to 30 days. Do I need to remove the positive accounts listed on my credit report? No, the software is AI, determines it immediately. And do I need to check the green boxes in the do-it-yourself option? This is optional. When checking the green boxes for problematic categories, you are making your letters more effective. For problematic categories, this will create more letters, which means it will cost more money. So again, like I said, I'm gonna go and tell you guys whatever is good for you and whatever is good for your pocket. So let me know if there's anything that needs to be done, and we'll go from there. All right, guys? Great. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am going to use M2 FICO Forge to explain this. We have people from M2 FICO Fixers, M2 Phenom, M2 Goat Repair. Be proud of who you're with. Everybody has the same software, including me. Okay. Um, we literally just have different colors. So don't worry about it. I am going to focus on everything over here. We're going to start on the home page, but I want to make sure that you guys are awake. Thank you, Miss Flowers. Grand Rising to you too. Um, let's do this. Ready? Well, that's one person that I know is alive and awake in the chat right now. Let's throw a 5 in the chat if we're awake and ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna start doing emojis soon, guys. Ready? So let's go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So this is my favorite line in the whole system. I gotta move our pictures over here. This is my favorite line in the whole system because it gives you so much information about what the software is going to be using right off the bat. So this is going to be your name. As you can see, this is my software. It's got my name on it. Here's my email. Okay. So that's over here. Your general attacks, GAs, so they're called general attacks, GAs, or tokens. I call them a token. I'm the only one that says token, but they call people in the industry call them a GA. I just call them a token. And then you have your text credits over here. And if you want to add text credits, you just click that button over here and it goes to text credits. Okay. I like tokens too. It just makes sense. Just tokens make sense. Got to pay something. So here's a token to pay for something. It's like I think about it crossing the bridge. Honestly, it just works. Now, if you guys don't know, because I saw somebody said, hi, I only get Saturday notifications. I don't know if you're in the Facebook group, but if you want to join the Facebook group, come over here to Got Questions over here and click this, and it'll take you right to the Facebook group, the M2 monetization group, right there. Boom. And then my team is spamming the shiznit out of everybody on the days that we go live so that you guys know I'm doing almost every hour. Ray, are we doing every hour on the hour?
Yes, sure.
Yep, every hour on the hour before we go live. So you guys know that when we're going live that you guys can see it so it'll all pass other people's posts. Software ticket questions. If you have to add a software ticket or anything, it's right here. And then want a live walkthrough, it's going to be right here. These are one of the days that we have walkthroughs. Okay. Now there is a get started videos over here on the side. You can go through it, how to select a subscription, how to create a profile, how to get a credit report, first attack, communication port, and FAQs. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're gonna go through all of it today. But if you need to reference it, you can go back and reference it. Now, let me ask you a question. How many people are on an actual computer, laptop, desktop? Me. Perfect. Just to let everybody know, if you want to record this, you can go to Zoom and hit the record button and record it directly to your computer. Forgot to say that, even though Ray did it before. Now, you can keep this for training purposes later. If you get stuck, you can go back and watch the video and be like, look, let me scroll through where Ali was like, yep, I got you guys. Awesome. Now, for the new people, I know we got a bunch of new people over here. I'm going to show you how to pick the pricing, right? I'm going to show you how to go through pricing. Ready? Let's rock. So, let me ask you a question and be straight with me. It's not a bad thing. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to show you what's going on. Who chose the iron package that's here? Put a one in the chat if you chose the iron package. It's not a bad thing. I want to see what I'm working with. Any ones? It's not a bad thing. Just put a one in if you did. If you're not, put a two. Who hasn't chose the iron package? Put a two. I gotta explain it. It makes me have to explain it. Beautiful. I got bronze, perfect, awesome. Uh, okay. I'm gonna be straight with everybody that's here. Bronze package is the best package. And I'll explain why just to do this. As the printing company, I can talk to you like that, right? Let me remove pink and go to green. This package is $97 and it normally has two people. You normally mess up twice. So it's going to cost you $40 extra for a GA. So it comes out to $177 to send out your first round. This package, the bronze package, is $47. Includes four GAs or four tokens, right? Or 147. So you already saved. Not only did you save $30, look at this. You also have one more GA. So this one was three GAs needed. This one has four. So now you can actually use that GA or that token to attack the next file. Now, I say that this handles one to one to two people. This one's two to four. This one's 10, 15, and 50. Cool.
Um, I
Yes,
forgot.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
Miss Chris. Yes, Miss
So
Crystal.
when you're saying one to two, two to four, 10, 15, you're talking about the clients or you're
Oh.
talking about the people? Okay. So
Clients. So I was gonna just give me a minute to
okay,
break it
go
down
ahead.
and see
Go
see
ahead.
see if you get it.
Fair
So when
enough.
I say one to two people, I give that because it's two GAs per person in case you make a mistake. But if you get really good at the system and you're able to use one GA per client, then you're good to rock and roll. That's great. But I always side and err on the side of caution when I'm saying to people that you're going to use two GAs per client. Just, hey, I messed up in the first beginning. I messed up the actual attack. I didn't do this. I clicked the wrong button here, whatever the case may be. So I always allocate two per person. And by allocating two per person, I can either handle myself in the bronze package or I can handle myself and a client. Now, if you get really good, you could probably bump that up to three with a spare GA, one spare GA on the bronze package. The same thing with the silver package once you start making moves, once you start getting But I'm gonna tell you, the more that you keep using the software, the more you're gonna be able to stretch that out. I'm telling you this right now. The more you're gonna be able to stretch those GAs out to be able to do whatever you need. I promise you that. And because you can upgrade or downgrade and the GAs roll over, You can start here. This is the God's eye. Yeah, sure. You can start here, right? And you're gonna have 100 tokens, right? And you can cancel the next month and go and just keep this one and have 100 tokens ride out and just keep the $97 package and just ride it out every single month after that. Now, um, fresh blessed. Come off mute. Tell me where you're confused so I can hone in down that and focus on that for you. Are you confused on the whole GA system or where you confused at, brother?
Yeah, so I'm new to the program, you know what
That's
I'm
okay.
saying? So it just sounds like you talking to the people who have more of an understanding on it.
I got you.
So
So
I just
I
I just want to know a little more.
let me ask you a question. You ever been to the arcade?
Sure.
Right? You know the tokens you get at the arcade to put it into the system?
Yeah.
Think of the token, right? As you going to put that into the system to be able to play, right? When you pop that token into the system, when you pop that token into the system, it'll drop the balls down if you're playing skee ball to be able to play skee ball. That's the same thing with this. You need a token to be able to create an attack letter. I do apologize if I stuffed that up. That's my. I see two people that said that. I'm so sorry, guys, but this is why I allow you guys to come off mute and talk to me. So when you have that token is put into the system and tells the system, I want to create attack letters for the whole file. So go over there, you press the button, generate the letter, and it's going to generate an unlimited amount of pages for an unlimited amount of negatives for an unlimited amount of negative items on your credit report. So you don't have to pay, excuse me, you don't have to pay for whatchamacallit. You don't have to pay for each individual letter or anything. Once you click generate, it will generate the entire file. Everything to go to Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, the secondary bureaus, everything. It'll generate everything for you.
Okay.
Make sense?
I got you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So this is the amount of people it can cover with each package. Each person, you put 50 here, it says 100. So I would imagine you said that because each person gets two tokens, two GAs, right? So
Yes.
you narrowed it down to 50. Now,
Mm-hmm.
one GA will cover every negative mark on that person's credit report,
Yep.
and it'll give different reasons of attack per the negative remark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I remember you told Edward you got to get really good at writing them. Da, 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 da. If it's writing the letters, what do I have to get good about?
Got to get good at selecting the AI. You trying to jump ahead.
Okay. I'm
Trying to
waiting.
ju Yeah, you try to jump ahead. So at the
No,
end of the
I'm
day,
just trying to make it make sense in my head. I just understood what you meant about tokens
mm-hmm.
now, and I'm like, you get two, but you could make a mistake. How am I making a mistake? Because if I'm using the system, because I'm using it for its brain and not mine. You see what I'm saying? That's why I would pay you 1,000 a month for your brain.
I gotta tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
When I show you guys how so it's not just so your brain controls the AI.
For
Once
sure.
you once you put in the inputs, that's what changes everything. You still have work to do over here. It's not like you just put in a button and click that and then it does everything for you. You
So
still
I
have
have to prompt. I have to
yeah,
be able to prompt very good to do this.
yes and no. It's not Chat GPT where you have to write things out. It's more like selecting.
Okay,
Okay. It's more like selecting. A lot of the errors that are made in the software are user errors. So at
got you.
the end of the day, we need to correct the user errors, but that's why I say 50. That's why I lessen it down by two at the beginning. But once you guys get good at the end, you'll be able to not have to, you can choose whatever package you want. You can use a bronze package to do 4 people, but you got to get good in the thing. That's why I always say, because this is an introductory class. In the introductory class, I try to break it down in the sense like, look, you're going to have errors. And we know that. We deal with a lot of people in the software. And because we deal with a lot of people in the software, we know where the errors are coming from, and we know what you guys are doing wrong. Okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure that you guys fix that. So that's why I
I
said let's.
already have more than 35 clients in the queue right now. I think I have about 40 clients that I'm disputing for right now already. So I'm already looking at diamond.
You're
Y-
damn, damn. Let's go,
Yeah,
girl.
no, I've been doing this
Look,
already. I
let
just
me.
signed up with Darius to give me structure, which I
Oh,
know he's really great at, right?
you're. Oh, so you went into Darius's mentorship. I got you. Okay, cool. All
Okay.
right,
All right,
cool.
I'm with you.
Let,
Go ahead.
all right, Miss Krista. Let's go. All right. Does this make sense to everybody? Throw one in the chat if this makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, let's go back and let's make sure that we get this done. But I'm gonna tell everybody right now that if you're getting started, the bronze package is a really, really good one. To get started, get your feet wet, have those extra GAs to get yourself moving and work from there. If it doesn't make sense, let me know so I can just get the questions answered, and then we're gonna move over to the next section. Throw one in the chat. Come on, guys. Let's say I think we got some people sleeping. Yes, I know, and I get it, and I get that it's gonna be a little difficult right in the beginning, but we're gonna get you guys through it. We're gonna get you guys through the system. This is I mean, let's be real. The package is the hardest part to pick, but once you get your package, you'll be ready to rock and roll. And I'm gonna show everybody something over here. Check this out. I practice what I preach. This is the difference with everybody. They're not gonna show you this. I'll show you this. I pay the 147 every single month. And I don't even use it. I'll be honest with you. I don't use it to do attack letters. I don't use it for anything. I don't even use it. I just use it for training purposes. This is for me teaching my software. So at the end of the day, so if you're with Darius or you're with Dion or any of these guys, I'm telling you what I pick. So when I tell you that 147, I don't need the 147. I could pay the 97. But I'm telling you the 147, in case I ever had to do something with credit, I already know that I have it. So make sure that you guys understand that I'm not going to show you something that I don't do myself. All right, let's
Okay, I
rock and
have a
roll.
question real quick, if I can.
Hmm.
Okay, when you're sending out the attack letters, because it's through a third party, which is the software M2 or whoever you're with, do you need an affidavit? Because I think I heard somebody say in a meeting before about, oh, I got something back when I tried to dispute. I had this in March and I had
Miss Flowers, I don't
okay.
mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, but let me tell you something. Can we
Oh,
save that? We'll go to the Q&A
oh,
section at the
okay.
end.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
let's focus on where guys, let's focus on where we're at.
Okay.
I don't mean to be disrespectful
No,
towards
no, no, it's
anybody.
not rude. No, I
I
just thought
just
you were answering questions, so I'm sorry. Okay.
yeah, let's questions like that, let's save towards the end. I just want to
Okay.
focus on questions that are right in front of us. That's okay. If you guys understand it, great. If you don't, let's move on. And then when we're done, I will open up the Q&A. You can ask me 100 questions and we'll go from there. Cool? I should have said that. I should have said that at the beginning. Cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I just want to keep this flowing or else we're gonna be here for hours. And I don't want to keep everybody for hours on a Saturday. All right, let's rock. Let's move. I'm gonna go back to the home section. I'm gonna go to manage all you oh well, credit report. Here we go. Go to my free score now. Now you can go to my free score now. It'll send you to their link over here. You'll get this. Uh if you want to join the affiliate, just look for the affiliate over there. They'll give it to you for that. And then you have the report scoreboard over here underneath your get credit report where you can see what's going on with your account. So if I select a client, I click this. It'll give me the ability to see the report, and I can see what's going on with the report. So that's what that is. Now, let's make a move to the next section. Manage all users. This is the most important part of the whole software. So for all my new people, please lock in with me. I know if you're driving, if you're doing something, just stay focused for a few seconds over here. We're going to go over this. This is where a lot of the errors happens. Okay? When you come in over here, you want to add a client. You're going to click that add profile. Now I'm actually going to fill this out for you guys and I'm going to show you what's going on. So what I like to do is I like to tell you guys right here, right? I'm going to do this color. I'm going to color coordinate all of this, right? Everything has a base that it works off of, right? So first and foremost, This is going to be your ID and passport. This is the box that focuses on ID and passport. Now, some of us that have been in the credit game a little longer, you're going to know this already. But for people that don't have matching addresses and things like this, you just got to do the IDs. But for the new people, okay, passport. You focus on this over here. So, like, if the person's name is John Joe Smith, that's how it would look like. And Junior, right? And then the date of birth 01/01/1990. And after that's done, we're going to move over to the Social Security card or the W-2. Put that over here. Make sure you have the corresponding documents. Okay, so if you have the ID, you're going to utilize the ID. If you have the passport, you're going to utilize the passport. Okay, that's why I said over here, Social Security card or W-2. Okay.
I'm sorry. Are we able to store these documents in here too, or do we need a
Yes.
separate CRM? Okay, we do. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, ma'am. 000-00-0001 is what I use for just explanation purposes. Now your phone number, the phone number for the client is going to be more for your purposes. It's not for ours or printing of the letters. It just if you want to call the client or not. For the texting program that has over here that you can use that as well. That's what that's for. Now the last piece over here that I like to do is your POA, not power of attorney, POA, proof of address. So if you have the POA over here, this is what I want to do over here is push this over here and just do this. So here's the thing. I got to put this so that people ate it. I ate south and spell it all out. South, east. Um, hold on. I'm just gonna, I mean, every day I pick a new name for a street address. Give me a thing. You know what? I'm just gonna do road just to keep things simple over here. ROAD. Yes, it is a huge tip on spelling it out. That's why I'm showing you guys and writing it out for you guys because we don't want no level of ambiguity when we send it out to the bureau. We want to make sure that they're not going to come back and say something doesn't work. So we're spelling everything out except for apartment. On that apartment's not really big, but if you want to, you can. So that's I'm today I was going to go unit and then 3B. Okay, so yes, that is a main thing. Now, I'm in New York, guys. So New York City is called two things. It's either called Manhattan or New York, New York. Now it comes up on two different things when you're getting a letter envelope in the letter. So I'm gonna write both of them down over here. It can say Manhattan. What's going on? Manhattan or NY. I gotta come down to Miami. I used to have an office in Miami. Uh, Manhattan, and then over here is just NY. And then the zip code is 10038. Now, with this, how this is done. Why did I put Miami? Not Miami, Manhattan/NY. If your document says, and usually I have here's my document. Perfect. If my document says Manhattan, I'm putting Manhattan. If it says New York, I'm putting New York. But what happens is people go based off of first their knowledge and two, what the ID says, and they use that. But this is what comes to you. This document that comes in the mail, which could be a utility bill, could be a bank statement, could be anything that you're utilizing that comes through the mail, um, insurance, telephone bill, cell phone bill, cable bill, all these different things can come into the come to the mail. And by using that, you want to make sure you're using the right address. And I had this happen, and it happens in Florida a lot. They utilize a different address for the same location, like two different post offices get the thing. And I'll be straight with you. That will throw your process off if you don't use the right stuff because if you send this, well, first off, if you're printing my team, they're not going to allow it. They're going to tell you go regenerate the letter. That's wrong. You did it incorrect. Uh, the PO box is fine, but you have to have the PO box. If it says PO box on here, PO box is fine. But if you don't have the PO box on there, it's not going to work. My team won't push it through. They won't approve it. But you have to make sure the documents are perfect so you can move forward. Now, what I'd like to do is, does everybody understand this? Does anybody have questions on this? Because a lot of errors are made right here. A lot of people mess up right here.
So what you're saying is, just to make sure, when you get the proof of address from the client, you're gonna write down what's on that letter and not what's on the ID.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, Crystal, you got 30 clients?
Yeah, I got
Well,
a
yeah,
good amount
yeah,
of
we're just
clients.
gonna say 30 clients, okay? Just keep it
Mm-hmm.
nice and round, right? Let's go like
Mm-hmm.
this. First off, if your client ID doesn't match the proof of address, the first thing I'm doing is asking them for a passport. Okay. Why
I
do I
just sent
want
them
the
to the DMV to make a
oh,
new ID.
okay. Look, if that's your if you have that, girl, more power to you, honestly.
Thank you. I'm
I
doing that right.
yeah, oh, man, I could never get him to go. So God bless you. Okay. So
Yeah,
first
I
off,
tell them they gotta go.
perfect. Well, there's a hack. You get him to get the passport. I
Okay.
don't use my driver's license anymore for anything.
Okay.
I only use my driver's license when the cop pulls me over.
Okay.
Everything. Oh, where's my bag? Is my bag over here? Honey, is my bag on the table out there? It's not on the. Can you see? I think it's on the table over there. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys something. It's not on the table out there. Oh, it's in the car. Okay. I have my passports in the top compartment of my wife calls it a man purse, so I'm gonna call it the man purse, all right? So I take my ID my passport's in there. So if anybody asks for anything, I pull out my passport. Why? Passport doesn't show where you live. So, because it doesn't show where you live, you're not doing a previous address verification when you're sending out the ID. Crystal, like you're doing, is you're sending them to to the DMV to get a new license so they don't verify the old passport, the old address. Me, you could just do the same thing with a passport if they have a passport. Now, the new one is if nobody has a passport here, do me a favor, go get it and then get yourself a passport card. It looks like I swear to God, it looks like an ID, right? Your passport card is more powerful, in my opinion. I'm saying my opinion, not a name, is more powerful than your driver's license. It is more powerful than your driver's license, and that's the key. I want to make sure that when I send it, I sent when I did my own disputes, I sent my passport card out. Right when you
Now, wait, I was gonna say that sounds very smart. I like that idea. However, what about the old addresses that you're trying to remove?
if you can't verify your old addresses with your ID and you're utilizing this one and you're saying that I only lived here and this is my address,
Oh,
well, excuse me, how are you going to say that? I'm sorry, that's not me. Here's my ID, here's the information on my ID, and here's my federal ID.
for
This is not my
sure.
state ID, this is my federal ID. So please explain to me how you're going to fight me on my federal ID.
Nice. And what about, you know how sometimes you call in and they're like, "Oh, well, it's a company that's reporting that." Or if you go in the back office, you're trying to remove the address, they're like, "Oh no, it's a company's reporting it, so you can't remove it." Should they call the company and update the address?
Miss Krista, you have to come to one of my Friday classes, girl. You asking way high level questions. You're
I'm
like
sorry.
you are like look, this basic and you all the way up here. And I don't and that's not trying to be rude. I'm
No, I like what you just said. I'm like,
I,
oh, wait a minute. That's a good gem. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's another way. Oh,
there's many ways. There is many
mhm.
ways to skin a cat. There
I
is many
see.
ways to skin a cat. But what I'm giving you guys is basic information over here so you guys can start skinning the cat early. without
Okay.
having to use the other methods. But first off, Miss Crystal, you're in Darius's group. I know that
Yes.
Darius has certain things. So first over there, what I want you to do is go into Darius's group and see if he's got some ways to skin a cat. You have
Okay.
until next Friday to join up with us to come into
Okay.
my Friday meeting. Okay, and
Okay.
it's free for everybody that prints with us. If you're printing with us, it's free. You don't got to pay any extra, no nothing. Now,
Okay.
if you showed up over here and you're like, Ali, I want to see what Friday's about because I'm gonna screw you all up, right? Then I'll allow a one time come in if you're not printing with us. Okay, if you're printing yourself, because I know a lot of people like, well, I printed myself. Okay, you're gonna get one thing. You're gonna see the value immediately as we go through all the software because I do advanced training on Friday. I don't go over
Okay.
this stuff on Friday. But the
Okay.
questions that you are asking are so high level that it could actually, and not to say anything, could mess up somebody that's in the beginning. And I don't
Right.
want to.
No, no, no. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's not
Okay, I have
go for it.
okay. Okay, so if you're in between addresses, like say you're moving,
Mhm.
um, what should
Go
you
get that
still
pass.
put?
Go get that passport card. I promise you,
Okay,
you will thank me for it. If anybody does not have that here right now, go do it. It will save you a headache because we're always in between addresses.
okay.
Even me, I don't. My address that I have on my driver's license doesn't match where I'm living right now. I changed my address 3 times since my drive. I ain't renewing it. Get the hell out of here. That's stupid.
So you're saying with the passport, when they go to verify something old, they have to change it then.
They can't verify it because your passport doesn't say with your passport card, it doesn't say your previous address. It says
Okay.
your name,
Hmm.
your first name, your last name, your DOB. How are they gonna verify an address?
Okay. So when you send in a proof, what are you sending if you need them to take it off?
You
Take off
send them
old
the
addresses.
newest, you send the newest address. Okay.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will I would give another gem, but I don't remember if it works. Okay. So I'm not going to go too crazy on it, guys. Hold on. I got a lot of messages going over here. How do we get a passport card? Passport card is done through your post office. Just apply with them. That's how I did mine. And when you're filling out the form, just put passport card as well. Walgreens, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Miss Lee, where you lost that? Talk to me. I'm gonna cool. Yes, true. How do we get it? I'm sorry, I didn't see all these messages. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to get my passport card. All right. Can I get it if I have a Yes, I think you just got to go to your passport office. I'm not sure. I had to renew mine, so I got it all in one shot. But if you could do that, go that. Miss Lee, what's up? Come and talk to me. Why you lost? Where you lost at?
No, I'm okay. I was just saying that with all the what appears like, she has a lot of knowledge and you do as well. For the beginners, it was just losing me a little bit with everything that y'all was talking about. That's what I was saying. But I'm with you as far as where we are in the class and no knock
Okay.
to you and Miss Crystal. I just was getting a little lost with everything I was talking about because I don't know anything about that. So
I am that's that I'm trying to rein it in. Like Miss Crystal's going high level real quick. I'm like, damn, okay. Trying to keep it as trying to keep it as easy as possible. When we get I look, if we get it, we got to reel it in, reel me back in, guys, because I can talk about this. I love talking about this. I don't know, Mr. Thomas. That's a good question. I do not know. I would assume you can. But I think you would have to ask your parole agent, but you can also, there is something that you've got to ask to your DMV. They also have an ID card at the DMV. I'm not gonna say yes, I'm not gonna say no. Okay? Now let's do this. I got an idea for you guys. Take a screenshot of this. Yeah, Keisha's already showing it. Keisha's been joining almost all of my classes. Um take a screenshot of this. Understand this. Keep this here because this pictures that you're going through is gonna get your mind. Oh yeah, I remember what he was talking about because this is where those errors are made every single time. This is where Ray and my team come in. They're looking at they're looking at your file when you send your file, and the file's got all the errors, it starts right here. The next piece is going to be the pictures, which I'm going to go over in 1 second. So let me do me a favor for all the ones that are there. Take a screenshot of this on your phone. Once you take a screenshot of this on your phone, come back in the chat, put ready. Oh, Ray, you a nice guy. Ray put it in the chat for you. Thank you, Miss Flowers, Mr. Edwards. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. All right, so we got a bunch of readies. Let's move forward. All right, this is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you. Everybody that's staying locked in. And I'm trying my best to keep it reeled in, but we are going to go on tangents every now and again, especially if you have some of these higher level people in here. This is great because you guys can learn from them as well for the questions that they're asking, because you may come up eventually from you later in the future. So let's go over here. I'm going to go down. This is where you add your credit monitoring. I'm just scrolling down. My free score now is recommended, as you see. The My Free Score Now username is going to be the email address for My Free Score Now that they used, and then the password. Now, you can do both MFSN default report and the Epic Pro report. You need the Epic Pro report to unlock the most aggressive attack. And then, Miss Crystal, you asked for the verification and IDs over here. It's right here. Put that in. JPEG, JPEG, PNG, and GIF are the only things that are GIF are only things that accepted. No PDF. So that's right here. Okay, and then click save. When it clicks save and everything works, you will get a thing that says over here, successful pulled report, and then you can come back in and it looks like this. Now, this is a perfect file and how it's filled out. Everything matches everything perfectly. Now, I did this purposefully. I made sure that I put an ID that did not match the proof of address. So when that question arises, we can see that. This ID is from Oklahoma. The guy's name is Nick Samples, and his date of birth is 01/12/1967. Well, that's all I followed up here. I don't need anything else from him. I come down over here, right? And I know you guys can't see it. If I zoom in 300%, it's going to go crazy. But it says 25257 Pearl Street. I've literally spelled out street, New York, New York. 10038. I literally spelled everything out. Okay. Now, I put the social security. Now, because there is somebody in the software that has 000 across the board, it didn't allow it. So I put 0001. So that's it. Now, you want to see your credit report? Your credit report's been pulled over here. If there's an issue with the credit report and say a password is wrong, it's not pulling, something's going on, these are the action buttons that you're going to take over here. X is going to be the delete. The pencil is going to be the change. The plus sign is going to be the add. If you have an issue with it, just click the pencil. It will add a new credit report to the system if needed. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Affidavits. Everybody was asking this. Affidavits, proof of address, not proof of address, POA, power of attorney, anti-stall letters, any extra documents that you want to add, you can add here, but you can only add a picture version of the document. Now, if somebody is printing with me, and I say this right here, if you're printing with me and you need to add something special to the document, call the line. We have a special form that we will send you, and you can add all your documents and just tell us where you want to put it. If you want to put it on the front, you want to put it on the back, et cetera, and we'll make it full page. This is only for a portion, and I will show you when we generate the letter. Okay, and then at the bottom, this is the monitoring company. Hold on, give me 1 second. Honey, can you close the door? Um, well, this is the thank you, babe. Um, it can so this is your credit repair, not credit repair. This is your monitoring company, and what you're gonna do is come over here and just click this button over here, which is the pencil, and the pencil will say process HTML, and you can see your credit report over here, and that's your credit report. Did we get that? I'm gonna pause right now. I'm literally gonna pause right now. Put a fire in the chat if you followed. That's why I said I'm gonna start messing everybody up. Put a fire in the chat if you follow. Good, 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 good. Thank you for the fire. Beautiful. I told you I was gonna. I'm literally was gonna skip over things. Awesome. Thank you. That was a good one. Better. Thank you. I needed that one. That was good. Beautiful. Now, this is done, guys. But here's the thing. I went into the software, I corrected the file, and I went back and generated the letter, and it still had the same error. Always make sure you're clicking the save button. Anytime that you do something over here, you're clicking the save button. Okay. So if I go back in over here, I make an address change and I'll say that this is apartment 3B, right? Check this out. I'm gonna go back to manage profile. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna go back to an example. Look at that. It didn't save. That's how we know errors are made. So always click that save button. I'm gonna show you one more time. Apartment 3B. Ready? Scroll down to the bottom. I'll hit save. Come back into the software. Manage profile. Come over here. Look at that. 3B. Cool? Everybody understand that? Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. Now, we are done over here. Who's ready to learn how to who's ready to learn how to dispute a file in 30 seconds? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to learn how to dispute a file in 30 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how to dispute a file in 30 seconds. Okay, communication port, a text message, email communications, your support ticket, Pam's invoices. I'm just going through everything. But here we go. Miss Crystal, you're not going to be learning how to, you're not going to do a file in 30 seconds. I'm telling you this now. So you and I have just, here we go.
Why you say that?
I'm gonna explain to you why in 2 seconds. So everybody that wants to get the ball rolling, right, and you're new to the system, disputing the file in 30 seconds is awesome, but it's not aggressive. So if you're doing this for your client, okay, what happens is when you're doing this for your client, you're gonna want to turn up the aggression. But here's the thing: I'm gonna show you both things right now. Ready? Here's an effective attack. It's just effective. Okay, it's not aggressive, it's just effective. Put over here, if you want to print with my team, come in this morning, TPMPA, right? Drop that in the chat. That's your discount. That's your discount code with our printing team. Click generate and you're done. Did anybody time me on that? That's 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30, 50 seconds, something like that.
Then yeah, and that's with the generation of the letter. And now here's what I'm gonna say to everybody over here. Somebody put in the chat right now for me. Tell me you don't have, and this is 8 rounds. Tell me you don't have 8 minutes a year for 8 months at least. You don't have 8 minutes to generate your letters to try to make your credit better. And this is a very basic attack. It'll just do the job. It'll send out the letters. It'll go over there. Tell me that you don't have 8 minutes a year. That's 8 minutes. Somebody put it in the chat. I don't got 8 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian said, Brian got jokes. Everybody's got 8 minutes. I'll tell you, look, I'll be honest with you. I got one of the people that comes to the class. He turned around and said he does this on the John. Like, I'm like, really? He does it on the job because he doesn't print his letters. So he goes, look, I just hit the buttons, I send everything and send the attack. That is how easy it is. So now everybody wants to know. That's easy. Miss Lee, is that easy for you? Would you be able to do that after you set your whole file up? Would you be able to do that, Miss Lee? Mr. Blessed, would you be able to do that? Miss Flowers, how about you? Would you be able to do that? Learning. But let me ask you a question, brother. Would you be able to do that? Would you be able to hit that button? And if you don't want to print it yourself, hit the printing team, put in this will automatically save. Do that and hit generate. Would you be able to do that? I know, Miss Crystal, you'd be able to do that. But you have clients, so I'm gonna tell you what tab you went into. I didn't go into. Oh, this okay, yes, hold on. Pay me, I'll do it for you. Here you go. Let me show you guys what tab just to get it out. Let's do it again. Send rounds of attack. You shouldn't have anything over here if you guys are brand new. If you're not new, you'll have your clients over here. We're gonna go over this in a second after we go through it. Go to the attack area. I just select my client, Mr. Nick Samples, and this pops up. And I click. I leave it maximum efficiency focus because that's what it is. It's just efficient, right? And then I pick the printing team, TPMPA, and I hit generate. That took 30 seconds. That literally took 30 seconds. Can we do the can everybody throw a yes in the chat if you guys can do that? Throw a yes in the chat if you guys can do that. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Everybody's got this. Okay. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun right now. Okay? Let's have some fun. Ready? I'll come over here and I'm gonna go and turn the aggression up a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit. What I'm gonna do is I don't use these other AIs. Guys can do them. I don't even teach them because I'm gonna straight with you guys. It generates a creditor letter. The creditor letter goes out, and a majority of the time, the address on the creditor letter isn't correct. And because the address isn't correct on the creditor letter, what happens? You get return mail, and you get very frustrated when you get return mail. So my suggestion is don't use these with these creditor letters. I'm gonna show you how to do it yourself now. Ready? And you guys can pick the prompts for the AI. So, Miss Crystal, that was the first AI without having to use your brain. That was just, hey, let's go, and we're going to go in it. But I'm going to teach you how to actually turn on your prompts now, knowing how to read the credit report. Ready? I'm going to click do it yourself. I'm still going
Let's
to
go.
leave that. I'm going to leave everything right here. I'm going to click generate. Now, you remember when I told you guys you need to make sure you pull in my free score now because the Epic Pro report populates the most aggressive attack. So in FICO Fixers, it's Beast. Mine is Blast Furnace. In M2 Phenom, it's Indemnity. In GOAT, it's GOAT Combo 1. It's just all over the place. Okay. So let's go over here. Watch what happens if I go to my free score now. It doesn't give me that attack. See how it shuts that attack off? So you have to make sure that it's the same thing with Identity IQ, Smart Credit, and all that stuff. So let's go over here. Epic Pro Report, Blast Furnace automatically selected. Okay, which is that MPEP. Now, whatever attack we're on, if we're on attack 1, we're going to use 1. Now, if you're using the 15-day method, your 15-day method is going to be used for the first 4 attacks only. That is it. It's going to try to extract the stall letters from the bureau as quickly as possible. So now they utilized all their stall letters, and now you can go out and attack them from there. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to use 1. Now, you remember that efficient, efficient AI that we selected? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it right now. I check all in blue over here. I literally go over here, write 6, default, default, default. That's that first AI. That's literally the first AI. Does that make sense to everybody? That's the first AI.
It makes sense, but when I go to do the same thing you just did, for me, the select rounds is blank. Select rounds because I do it yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then maximum do it yourself focus letters, and attack is blank. We're probably going to do a screen share when we talk.
Yeah, I'll get on the phone. I'll get on the
Yeah.
phone with you.
All right. I'll let
Let
you do
me.
your thing, man. You just do
Yeah,
your
yeah. I got you. We'll get on the phone. Okay.
Why did you pick 6?
So here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why it's 6. They told me it's 6. I just nod my head and say, okay,
Okay.
6.
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight with you. I know why the green is what it is, but I don't know why the blue is what it is. I have no clue. So blue is 6. Blue, no matter if you select one blue box or all the blue boxes totals to 6. I have no clue why. I can't answer that question for you. They tell me 6, I go with 6. I don't like blue, guys. I'm gonna go over here with you guys here. I don't like blue, and I'm gonna explain why. It literally takes all those negative items and puts it into one document, and it sends it off in 2 letters. Now, why is it good for you to do that? Yeah, if you're gonna start fixing your credit and you're like, look, I just want to stay on the boat, that's okay. Just get it, just rock and roll with it. Okay. But if you have a little more capital and want to work, green is better. I told you that, but it's going to cost more money. But at the end of the day, they're literally going to take everything, every negative item you have, and they're going to put it in six. What is it? In six envelopes. Cool.
Oh,
Now, go for it. Yes,
I'm
Miss
sorry.
Crystal.
So blue is basically they combine everything on one letter, send it out in two, but green will attack them separately.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why it's 6 envelopes.
It no, blue is six envelopes because it's going to total two per bureau.
Okay, I'm with
Yeah, it's
you.
gonna
I'm with
you're gonna
you.
total two per bureau. But the reasoning behind it, I'll be honest with you, I don't know why. I can explain this one. I literally explain it in how I'm going. Miss
I guess the
Lee.
letter and then the verification process, like the ID, the reason, the ID, the bill statement, all of that is going to be on the second letter, making it 2 letter per bureau. No,
Nope. It's
you
all on
guys
the
don't.
same. It's
They're
all
all
on
on
the
the same.
all on the same letter.
Okay, cool.
Once they generate it, it'll be at the bottom. They'll have two on a breakup. I don't know. That's why I said blue does not make sense to me. It does
Right,
not make
but
sense.
and is it the same reason of attack for each and every negative item, or does it
No.
give a law for each of them?
It gives it not this is not FCRA.
Okay.
This is Metro 2. So it's gonna break down each and I'll show
Okay, I'm
you're
waiting.
getting ahead of me again.
I'm sorry.
Ms. Lee, where'd you get lost? Where'd you get lost, Ms. Lee? I'm gonna go with you again. Where did you get lost? How did we get to this screen? What did I select? Where did you get lost? Talk to me.
Yes, I it just kind of went real fast, so I was just
Sure.
asking if you could just redo it one more
Okay.
time.
Where do you
Thank
want? From the
you.
AI screen, from the first
Yes,
AI screen, or
from
from the
the
beginning?
no, from the first AI screen.
Okay, so I gotta get back to the first AI screen. No problem. I got you. Over here. I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. When I come over here and I select this, this is the first AI screen, right? If I click do it yourself, right, it's going to go over here. Everything's already selected. All I need to do is select my attack number. When I select my attack number, it's going to populate that red, green, and blue box. And then we go from there. Cool? Is everybody with me? Throw one in the chat
Hold
if
on.
you got, if we all together right there.
When you say attack number, you're talking about the round. Am I doing the first round, the
Ye-
second round? Okay.
yes, ma'am. You, I love it. I love, girl, you on it. I'm very happy. I'm serious. I'm very happy. It's very good to have somebody that literally you're with me on what I'm saying. So it's really good. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so when I click check all over here, that is that AI that we selected at the top, right? That efficient one. This is that AI. All you're going to do is you're telling the system, hey, look, I need you to do this right. So we're just going to put over here 6 because that's what it goes out with, and just put default, default, default. That's it. You're done. If you click next and generate your letters are fine. Does that make sense? So this is going to take it from 30 seconds to about 45 seconds to a minute. So that's why I said in a minute, and you'll be able to do it the same way. But here's the thing. Let's go to another level. Yes, Miss Owens. You've been very quiet, so yes, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to answer you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And I may be jumping the gun just a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
I want to know if you only need to send a letter, a dispute letter for just, let's say, TransUnion, is there a way to do that here and or are we generating the letters first and then just not sending the others because there's no negatives on Experian nor Equifax. We only need to send like TransUnion.
Okay, so I'll show you how to do it in the software. It's actually you are jumping ahead a little bit.
Okay.
But with so let me just go over here with this. So when we do Metro 2, Metro 2 requires it to be on all three bureaus. So
Hmm.
normally it will send it to all three bureaus and get a message from the bureau saying that we don't report that. So because of that, you kind of want to utilize that letter next round to send that to the bureau and say, well, according to Metro 2, you're supposed to be equal across all three bureaus, and if you're not, why are you reporting something that's incorrect?
Okay.
Make sense, Ms. Owens?
It does make sense. The issue that we're having is that we're working on my fiance's credit, and before we got into Darius Bender's program, we actually paid somebody to fix his credit. And they did remove all of the negatives, fixed everything, got it right for Experian and Equifax, removed the student loans, but the student loans have not come off TransUnion. And I think he's on like the second letter now. So that's
Okay.
actually why I'm here, because I'm thinking, hey, maybe I need to be doing this myself because he's not using this method. I'm 98% sure. He's just
Okay.
going to the TransUnion website and doing the disputes that way. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. I'll work with you. That literally, I'll show you how to do that in 2 seconds. All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna move forward in a little bit. Here's the thing. I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna attack with this, but this has everything turned on. So because it has everything turned on, we'll read the credit report. So let's read the credit report. Now, who wants to be my lucky chosen person today?
Me,
Okay, Crystal, come off mute.
I'm
I knew
here.
you were gonna be that person. I really, I was giving everybody else a chance. All right, check this out. Ready? When
Mm-hmm.
I come over here to this green thing on the bottom, you see all
Mm-hmm.
those little bubbles on the bottom?
Yes.
That's every item categorized by color on a credit report. Okay? Because every item is
Mhm.
categorized by color on the credit report. We could scroll over each item and tell us what's wrong. But would you assume green, the money green one, are good files?
Yes.
Okay, so let's click hide positive items over here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Make sense?
Mhm. Yes.
See how all those went down?
Yes.
Am I going too fast for everybody? Did everybody know what I just did? Everybody saw what I just did.
Yep, we following you.
Good, 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 good. I'm making sure. I'm making sure. We gotta. I know. I want to make sure our newbies are catching on. Ready? Now, Miss Crystal,
Yes.
check this out. I'm gonna click one over here. I'm gonna click the first negative item. I'm gonna write some
Hold
stuff
on.
on
Where
it.
did you click one at? I'm sorry.
You see the green arrow at the
I
bottom?
got it. I
You
got
see
it. One.
one? There you go.
Mhm.
That's where I click one. Let's go. Ready? No. Hold on. Give me a second. Shit. Come on, Donnie. I can't do that right now. Wait. Oh, crap. Really? Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I apologize. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for 30 seconds. I
That's
have a
okay.
feeling this guy's gonna keep calling me until I answer.
I need help moving on.
Apologize. Okay. Awesome. Sorry. I do apologize for that, guys. And I left my other phone in I left my other phone in my bedroom. So let's go. Ready? Can everybody
Yeah.
see my screen? I apologize.
We're at one.
Perfect. All right. So this is what I want you to do. This is the negative item. Just the negative item number. When I go to the bottom and I select that number, it's just going to correspond up here. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Now this is box one. If I ever say anything, box two, three, four, just to give you guys an idea. And then this is going to be the type of reported issue on the credit report. Now do me a favor. I want you to read this every time in its entirety so that we know what type of reported issue is. Guys, if you're on a computer, you don't have to do this, but if you're on a phone and on a tablet and things like that, you're gonna have to go and actually click each and every one of this. So I'm doing it the long way so everybody understands what it is. Okay. But honestly, if you're on your computer, you hover over it, it'll give you the negative item right over there. As you can see, I'm hovering over number two and it's already telling me what it is. So I don't have to click on it. But for you guys, just for explanation purposes, I'm just going to show you guys the long way. So, Miss Crystal, can you read that number two
Personal
box?
ID, personal identifier information.
Fantastic. So we're gonna use abbreviations in the chat. So everybody that's here in the chat, I would like you to put PI or personal identifier information. PI, not PII, just PI. Okay, for everybody that's here. Now we're gonna move to the next one. Ready, Miss Crystal? I'm gonna take
I'm
the
ready.
bumpers. I'm gonna take the bumpers off like bowling. You ready?
I'm
Bowl,
ready.
bowl me a strike, girl. Ready? Let's go. Next one.
Public records information.
PUB or PR, either or. Either or is acceptable. Now, the reason that I'm having you guys type this in the chat is she's going to need this when we go back to that red, green, and blue box. So make sure you guys are typing this in the chat to help out Miss Crystal over here when we get further. This also will help you guys know what you got to do going forward and how to read the credit report. So,
Okay.
Miss Crystal, ready? Number 3.
Inquiries information or inquiry information.
IQ works, INQ, whatever you guys write. Let's write that in the chat. I'm waiting for them to write it in the chat.
No problem.
Thank you, Miss Flowers. I see you going over there. You support Miss Crystal nicely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go.
Inquiry information or inquiries information.
Okay, so Miss Crystal, let me ask you a question. Do you assume that everything in the brown color is going to be an inquiry?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go over here. Let's check that hypothesis. Let's go to number 8. What's number 8?
Inquiry or inquiries information.
Perfect. Let's go to 15.
Same. Inquiry, inquiries information.
Let's go to 23.
Inquiry, inquiries information.
Perfect. So everything in that brown color. So what did the software just tell you? Everything in the same color is going to be the same thing.
Thing
So all
categorized.
all we got to do is write it down once. Ready?
Yes.
Let's go to 45. What's 45?
Purple. Student loan derogatory late 3+ payment information.
At a girl, you read that in its entirety. SLDL 3 plus. And how do I come up with the abbreviation? I literally come to the first letter of each word and then stop at the 3 plus. The 3 plus is the most important because it's 3 late payments on this account. That's why we do that. SLDL 3 plus. Be free to use my abbreviations when you're doing a credit report for somebody else. I promise you, it will speed your life up. I literally make a checkbox and a grid, and I just go and check everything as I'm going through for whatever client I'm doing. All right. Let's go to
Mm-hmm.
46, Miss
Crystal.
Moore, or Miss Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Student
I
loan
need to keep drinking this.
It's okay. Student loan derogatory lates 3+ payment information.
Fantastic. 47.
Charge off information.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys the hack. Charge off information doesn't show up on a red, green, and blue boxes. What shows up is AOCC. So let's write down AOCC because on the red, green, and blue boxes, it's all other collection charge off.
All other collection charge off. Okay.
I'm gonna show it to you. Get ready. Ready? 48, ma'am.
Charge off information.
Perfect. AOCC. 49.
All other derogatory lates 3+ information.
AODL 3 plus, guys. Miss Crystal, what's 50?
All other derogatory lates 3+ information.
51.
All other derogatory lates 3+ information.
Okay, we got one more over here. 52. Why did I say that? I'm sorry. I just screwed that up. Keep going.
That's all other delinquency lates 1-2 information.
Okay, so I already gave the answer, but I'm gonna ask you, do we have any colors that are not the same from 52 to 62?
No, but they're very similar. Like the it's a lighter shade of purple.
The 52, so not 52, 53 matches 45. So okay, so you're just getting started. So over here, you're gonna click this, look at what it says, 3 plus, right?
Correct.
Student loan 3 plus, we already put
Mm-hmm.
that on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
56 is a charge off. AOCC, we already put
CC.
that, we
Mm-hmm.
already did that. 59 is 49.
Mm-hmm.
All under derogatory. 60 is all other delinquency lates 1-2. 61 is a AOCC. 62 is the only thing that's different. Now, in every software, it's different. Do not go with the color. Do not learn the colors. Do what I just showed you. Just scroll over it. Okay. Come over here. Click on 62. 62 is a
Charge off
chart.
information.
It's
Mm-hmm.
green on mine because it just shows that it's the last one. That's all it is. Make sense?
Right, because when you deleted the other greens, I was wondering why it was still there. I didn't want to jump ahead.
I just explained it. So see, I'm gonna
Got it.
get to I swear, I'm gonna get to everything. Every question that you have before we're finished, I'll probably hit it.
Okay.
I've been doing this for 3 years. I try to make sure that by the time I said this, by the time that you guys leave, you guys should have no questions at all. You
Okay.
should be like, look, I'm gonna need to come to a couple of more just to learn how to do it, but I don't have questions about the software. I know that it's good and I know how to work it.
Okay.
Okay. So now 62. Why did I click on 62? There's a little piece over here. You remember when we uploaded those documents? All those documents come here. So when you're generating that letter, you can see the documents come here. You just want to make sure that everything's in the right spot. The photo ID is in the photo ID spot. Social security is in the social security. Address is in the address. Now, guys, I'm going to give you a little gem that I do. Okay. As you can see, it says my client's first name, their last name, and it says ID. It says first name, last name's SSC, Social Security card, first name, last name, POA, proof of address. You know why I do that? So when I come over here, I edited the file on my computer. So when I come over here, I know exactly what file is here. I know exactly
Mhm.
what's going on, and I don't have to get confused over here, right? About what I'm trying to do. So this is, excuse me, is a big reason why I use this the way that I use this, so that I know what's going on. Look, we've got everything that we need. Ray is gonna post a thing in the chat to tell you everything that was there, and everybody, thank you for participating and putting that in the chat. So now, Miss Crystal,
Yes.
I'm gonna go slow here, so everybody understand how to do this. Miss Owens, I'm gonna answer your question in about 45 seconds, maybe 50 seconds. All right, it's coming. You know, she's like sitting here. She goes, I had the easiest question. I swear, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna come over to work to execute, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
turn off the attacks. We're gonna shut off the AI because we've already selected an AI to come over here and do this attack. So let's shut it off and reset the system. I'm gonna select new prompts. Let's select the same round because we're in the same round. We're in round one. Now here's the difference. Before I checked everything in blue. I'm gonna check everything in red. Now, Miss Crystal, in the chat, if you want to read down everything for me, I'm gonna select everything in green.
Mm. Okay, so if we're going in the chat, we're starting from the beginning. We're
Well, Ray put an abbreviation for you. He just put it in.
okay. PI, personal information.
Perfect.
PUB,
Public record.
public
Okay.
record. IQ,
I got you.
SLDL 3 plus.
Got you.
AOCC,
Got you.
AODL 3 plus.
Got you.
AODL 1 2.
Perfect. Come back to me to the screen. You'll see everything over here. Does that
Mhm.
make sense to everybody why we did those abbreviations now? Why I did AOCC, how it matches up with the AOCC over here, how all that stuff
Okay.
matches? Does that match? Does that make sense why we did it that way? So that everybody is on board, that if like somebody's confused, please tell me you're confused. I think I try to make this as easy as possible. Cool? All right. Miss Crystal, I'm gonna
I'm
answer your magical question right now. Ready?
yes.
Count the green boxes for me.
From all of them or just the ones that's checked?
Well, on with the check marks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many credit bureaus do we have?
3.
All right, 3 times 7.
21.
Bingo. First box, 21. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Default, default, default. That is the most aggressive way to attack the report. There's one level of aggression higher that I teach on Friday. There's one level of aggression that I teach on Friday. That's it. This is the most aggressive way to select and attack a credit report. This is it right here. Is making everything go separately. Now, is it cost effective? No, it is not. I'm going to be straight with you 110%. When you guys ask me how much it can cost, this shit can get crazy. Oh, I wasn't supposed to curse. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. I got to remember how to be professional. I'm so sorry. Um, can this get crazy? Yes, this can get crazy. You have a minimum of 21 letters going out. I
Mhm.
know, but guys, you got to understand something. When you're in a professional setting, this is not my class. I am working for somebody doing this. I need to make sure that I hold my up level of professionalism when I'm doing that, and that's really my key. And I try to. I'm very passionate about this because I love this. I know what works. More
But that
print.
says a lot about you that you hold yourself to a higher standard to even catch that. So that's big ups to you.
I appreciate that. So it's acceptable. Somebody just put they want more printing discount. All right. So now, when I hit that, I hit next. Now, Miss Owens, ready?
Ready.
When you're doing the report in here, the only thing that should be left is TransUnion. If you're looking in this box over there, this is a little more advanced, so I don't want to screw everybody up over here. But come over here when you're looking at it, it should be only TransUnion. That should be the only thing that's here. You are not going to click on include all three bureaus if you just want to attack those and you know it's been removed. Okay? That's the only thing that you're going to look at and make sure that that's there. So just to give you an idea, let me scroll down to one of these. All right, see? This one's selected in TransUnion. That so you're not going to click all three bureaus. Make sense?
Yes, makes sense. Thank you.
That's it. I told you I'll get you in about 45 seconds.
I do have a question that I thought you were going to answer. When all
Mhm,
the numbers were at the bottom and with the color coded, there were
mhm.
some that were flashing like right here. What does that mean?
Okay, so the only one that we have to worry about that's flashing, and I normally don't go over it today, is this number two, which is the bankruptcy, right? Does
Um,
anybody want me to go to over a bankruptcy? If you have a bankruptcy, just put a yes in the chat. I'll go over bankruptcy because it does screw up people. But at the end of the day, I will do it if it's if need be. Yes. Okay. I got a bunch of why nots. Sure. Yes. Okay. Let me go over it. So the one that I don't do is these flashing 7, 9, and 13. The reason that I don't go over it is because that's saying I need the address for the creditor letter. We don't need the address for the creditor letter because why? I said it before to you guys. We're not sending out creditor letters. The way
also
that
the
yeah, the way that we did it, it just turns around and saying, hey, I need the address for the creditor letter. Because I need that address for the creditor letter, I'm flashing for you to give me that address. So what happens is, like, if I go to
okay.
number 7 over here and look, it says informative. Well, I come over here, right? I'm going to show you. It's going to stop. It's informative research. I click show. I'm done. See, now seven's not flashing.
That's if you were disputing directly to the creditor.
Exactly.
And
But we're
being that
not,
you're not, you
we
don't
don't,
need the address.
we don't care that it's flashing.
Right. But that means, okay, I'm not going to go deep.
Don't
Okay,
go deep. Don't go
I'm
deep.
not.
Don't. Let's reel it in over here. Let's go back over here. Let's do USBK. Ready? The
Yes.
BK cord is flashing. There's three different things that we're gonna do over here. Okay. First thing that we're gonna do over here is we're gonna go to box 4. Remember, that's why I labeled all these boxes. Box 4. We're gonna click. We're gonna click here and click for data furniture. Use blast furnace or MPEP general template letter. We're gonna click that. Then we're gonna go up to the top. Now, how many people throw it in the chat know that LexisNexis is owned by Experian? Put a yes or no. Put I have no clue that it's owned by Experian. Ms. Zembetta, you were on my other class. Good. No clue. Perfect. The people that have no clue, LexisNexis goes out to the bureau, to the BK, right, and gets the public record. Okay, just like some of these other secondary bureaus and tertiary bureaus are going to go out to these places and they're going to go get all this information so they can give it to the big dog, right? Because they're doing that, what happens is they're going to report this stuff on the credit because they get it from there and it's verified through there. So what happens is we need to remove it from there. So here's how we do it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get that BK letter that says that they never reported anything to the agency and never gave them the ability to do that. So how are we going to do that? Experian normally gives the court, I'm saying normally gives the court that you had your bankruptcy filed in. Now, I just found out that a lot of BKs are done over Zoom meetings, so you never even went out. So stick with this idea. It's usually going to be this one. You're going to click show over here. You're going to go to the BK court over here. You're going to search for that BK court. Let's find experience. Let's find that US BK court Orlando. Boom. We got it. Now, my daughter's looking for me. um, now I'm going to come over here. Innovis. LexisNexis RDM. I'm going to give you guys all this stuff. I'm going to give you a chance to take a screenshot of this. Okay? Factor Trust PO Box. Hi, baby girl. Oh, my little baby. Okay? LexisNexis Privacy Information Manager. CoreLogic. LCI. Clarity Services. And that's it. It's done. So now I'm going to scroll up to the top. Hi, baby. I'm going to scroll up to the top. I'm take a screenshot of that. Now, Ray put it in the chat. You can save that. Hi, boo boo. Ray put it in the chat. You guys can save that. But if you guys want screenshots, you can take the screenshots over here. Let me know when you need me to go on. Beautiful, Miss Flowers. Okay. Anybody else need me to get the other ones over here? Go back. Thank you. Here we go. Innovis over here.
I'm sorry, let me ask you a question. The reason why, okay, you see how you put bankrupt or USBK Orlando, the reason why you're able to find it in that other slot is because it is on the credit report. So the
Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy, Miss Crystal. Don't go crazy. You're gonna go off on a tangent, girl.
no,
You're
no,
gonna,
no, I'm just asking.
I know what you're gonna say. Yes, it's already on the credit report, and the reason that we use the Epic Pro report, actually now it's at the top of the report. They pull the data information at the top of the report right before the data information. I'll show it to you in a second. Oh,
Okay.
it's
And
that's why they built the Epic Pro. My free score now built the Epic Pro report for this software.
mm,
Mhm.
I'm with you. Okay.
Okay. They trust me. There's a lot of things that people like. I can go on tangents for this software for hours. That's why Friday's class is 5 hours long.
What'd you
But
say?
it's Friday's
What time is Friday's class East Coast time?
3 o'clock, 3 p.m. I start at I Ed. I start at 3. We don't end until 8 o'clock here. Guys, my wife just gave me hers passport card.
Good deal. All right, 3 p.m.
No, I don't need the passport. Eh,
Yeah, he's not lying about that. They be in there feel like you going to a sermon, a church sermon of learning how to get the credit correct.
Brian's been in every class for what now? 3, 4 months, Brian?
I guess I don't even remember, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably been like that.
Well, I started giving a class in the store 3 months, 3, 4 months ago. You've been coming to get three,
Yeah,
four
yeah,
months.
because I've done probably 3 rounds so far
Yeah,
of stuff. So yeah, so it's
three,
probably been
four.
four because yeah.
Is everybody good with the pictures over here? We ready to go?
Ready to
I'm
go.
okay. I want to show everybody I want to show everybody the letters. Once that's done, you're gonna click include 3 bureaus and then generate your letters. Now, I'm gonna tell everybody here, do you want to see me run it at full speed? So now how long it actually takes. And I want people to take their stopwatch out and open it up so you can actually see how long it takes to go through this. Is that
Let's
a yes or no? Maybe so? Yes. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna run it at full speed. Ray, take your stopwatch out.
Okay.
You know the drill. Tell me when to go.
Okay.
One, two, three, go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Send rounds of attack. When I go to send rounds of attack, I'm gonna go to the attack area. I'm gonna select my client's name. Oops, he's in the way over here. I'm gonna select my client's name. I'm gonna go to do it yourself. I'm gonna press the team. I'm gonna put in my code, TPMPA. I'm gonna click generate. I'm gonna go to Blast Furnace 1. Here's the only thing I'm gonna do different. I'm gonna select it in green. I leave everything down here. I'm gonna hit next. I'm gonna read the credit report in its entirety, but here's the difference. I'm just gonna scroll over. Oh, the greens. I'm gonna click hide. Come over here. I'm gonna go 1. I got positive personal identifiers. I got public records. I got inquiries. I got student loan derogatory late 3 plus. I got a charge off AOCC. I got AODL 3 plus. I got AODL 1-2. I got AOCC. I'm gonna click 62. I'm gonna come to the bottom. I'm gonna check this. Good. I'm gonna go to the top. Come over here. Come to client information. I'm gonna check my client information. Everything looks fantastic. I'm gonna go over here to general settings. After I click general settings, I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna select 1. Okay. I'm gonna click everything in red and come down the line. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna count my boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 21. In default, default, default. I'm gonna hit next. I'm gonna click OK over here. I'm gonna include all 3 bureaus. I am gonna do the bankruptcy because we went over it. Bankruptcy, show. Okay, come over here, USB K Court Orlando, right there. Innovis, LexisNexis, RDM, Factor Trust PO Box, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, LCI Clarity Services, double check, boom, 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 boom. And as you guys can see, I double check everything. I make sure I do everything correct. Everything's done. Go up to the top, come over here. Everything looks good. Generate letter. I'm done. Ray, how long was it? 2 minute what?
2 minutes 23 seconds.
2 minutes and 23 seconds. And that's slow for me, guys. I could do that in 1 minute 45. What happened? Yes, you were distracting me because I was looking. I was like, what is she touching? Yes. That literally 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to run it at full speed. Now, let me show you guys what a letter looks like. I generated the letters yesterday, so I'm going to show you how to go back and look at the letters. Okay, so here we go. I generated the letters, and now look, there's Pam's statuses over here. You have printed awaiting payment, you have processing currently paused, you have printed and mailed, and then you'll have processing, waiting for processing and processing. So let's start with waiting for process. Waiting for process means your Pam provider got it, hasn't opened the file to look at it. Processing means they're looking at it. Printing awaiting payment means that with my team, you've passed everything. Everything looks great. We're just waiting for you to pay us. Once you pay us, you go to printed and mailed. That means it moved over to the printing team, and now the printing team has it. And as soon as they're done, they're going to print it out. When they print it out, my team is then going to print, fold stuff, put it in the thing, get ready for USPS, and then they will send you a picture. If you send mail with tracking out, they're going to give you your picture with your tracking numbers on the back, on the bottom. If you send out white envelopes, standard envelopes, we are only going to send you a few pictures of them because usually it's a shit ton. And I'm just letting you guys know. But with the yellow envelopes, because of the tracking numbers, we're usually sending out everything because everything needs to be tracked. Now, over here, you can see every previous letter. You remember when I told you guys before, when we're going over everything, it's very hard for me to give you a number. Here's the reason why. Look at all the different numbers that are going and generating a letter. And if you go back to the original letters that I generated, I have 133 letters generated on the same file, all the way down to 12. So you guys can see how great it goes. Even 3. Here, we generated 3 on this one. So you can generate 3 letters and you can generate all the way to 133. That's why when we say one token can generate an unlimited amount of pages, for an unlimited amount of letters, for an unlimited amount of negative items. You guys understand that now that you can visually see that? Put a 5 in the chat if you guys got that. Awesome. I love it. I'm going to show you guys an actual letter. I did do this yesterday, so I will show you. I just want to open them. I generate live letters on the Friday challenge, so just to let everybody know that on Friday I do generate live letters. When you, Crystal, you and I will have a conversation. I'm gonna give you my
Okay.
number. Yeah, I'll give you my number beforehand. This is what a letter looks like. Now, look at this. It's gonna break everything down in the first couple of seconds over here. You have your FCRA codes. You're gonna have a lot of different stuff that's in here, going over everything, and it's gonna break down. And I'm using a charge off one. You guys can just see it. This is a charge off with the counts over here with the writing stuff for Metro 2. This is all the stuff that is Metro 2 that's wrong with them on the actual Metro 2 codex and how bad it is and then what it says. So, Crystal, you were asking me about the letter. This is everything about the letter. You feel me? And then
Yes, I'm reading.
this is everything that's there. I'm going fast, Crystal, because I want to make sure that we can get to questions now, because I know there's going to be questions. Look at that. And then you come over here at the end, your IDs and all your extra documentation that's here.
Now, look,
Now,
if you scroll up there, I've actually sent letters to the Attorney General as well and gotten some of those back right there.
yeah,
I've gotten some of those back as well.
okay.
Should we not be sending it to those individuals?
You can send them to those visuals. There's nothing wrong in there, but this is where I would, you see what it says, Attorney General, Director, Assistant Director of Enforcement, CFPB.
Yep.
Okay, that's after a certain period of time, and Ed, in your case, you should be sending CFPB with your letters.
Yep, I have. I've actually went to the website of CFPB and filed the disputes as well. Still no luck.
Let me let me let me
Yep.
not let me not touch that right now, and
Yep.
we'll
Yep.
touch that in a few minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is everybody good? Does anybody have any questions right now? I just want to go forward. I just want, if we're good here, if we have no crazy questions, I will end the recording. No questions, really. Crazy. All right, awesome.